Mr. Carmichael, if you had the chance to stand up in front of the white community and say anything you desired, say to them, understand me, white man, what would you say?
I would say, understand yourself, white man, that the white man's burden should not have been preached in Africa, but it should have been preached among you, that you need now to civilize yourself. You have moved to destroy and disrupt. You have taken people away. You have broken down their systems, and you have called all that civilization. And we who have suffered at this are now saying to you, you are the killers of the dreams. You are the savages. Yes, it is you who have always been uncivilized. Civilize yourself.
He tries to attack Assad. He tries to attack the pyramids. He attempts to detract from us and attack our great accomplishments as we gave civilization to the world and all of the sciences and disciplines to the world. And now he attacks our heroes and our sheroes and comes right up in our face and disrespects us. I said, if we're going to be merciful, we give them 24 hours in South Africa to get out of town by sundown. I say if they don't get out of town, we kill the men, we kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill the crazy, we kill the faggots, we kill the lesbians. I said, God damn it, we kill them all. He said, well, why kill them all? Why kill the women? First, why kill the babies? They're just little innocent blue-eyed babies. Because, God damn it, they're going to grow up one day to rule your babies. Kill them now. Why kill the women in South Africa? I said kill the women because the women are the military manufacturing center. And every 9 months they lay down on their backs and reinforcement rolls out from between their legs. So shut down the military manufacturing center by killing the white woman. Why kill the elder crackers? The old crepit crackers in South Africa. How in the hell you think they got old? They got old oppressing and killing black people. Yes, sir. I said, kill a cripple, kill a hellfire, kill a hog, God got it. Kill them all. Kill a faggot, kill a lesbian. And after you kill them all, I said that day about Mandela to let you know what he really knows about me, don't know a damn thing. I said, then you go to the goddamn grave and dig them up and kill them a goddamn again because they didn't die hard enough. And if you don't have the strength to dig them up after you've done all that work, just go to the grave and shoot in the damn grave. Kill them again. Because they didn't die hard enough. I don't.
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. What's going on, Cassidra?
I am good. I hope I'm clear. Am I clear?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. I can hear you clear.
All righty. I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's the earliest time I've been on live before. I'll say that.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
What is it? 7 o'clock here? I think it's about 7. Yeah, about 7 o'clock here. We're like 9 hours ahead of you guys. So yeah.
Yeah. It's 10 o'clock in the morning over here. Pretty
Yeah,
sure
I need to
everybody
say
like, what the
happy
world?
birthday to my baby. Her birthday today. My oldest daughter. Her birthday's
Oh,
today.
oh yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to her. That's what's up. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's my baby.
That's
Yep.
what's up.
Mhm.
You doing all right?
I am. Absolutely. Everything is everything. You must be off today.
Yeah. You know, there's or
Oh
Thanksgiving Day.
yeah. Everybody, yeah. Celebrate the crazy little holidays, huh? The little pagan holidays. I thought black folks boycotting that. What happened? We changed our mind because we got our food stamps.
We can get some. Yeah, we got some food stamps last week, so we got to spend all that
Yeah,
food
you got
stamp
to get
money.
right back to them, huh? Okay. We ain't
Hmm.
learned yet, huh? Okay. We need to talk about that. Because I'm telling y'all now, y'all better do something to get up off that system. He done already showed you what he working with, and it ain't much. So you
Yeah,
know what I know. You'll get up off that system as soon as you can.
yeah. Um, and now consider. I want to show you. First of all, I want to show you this. The sister that was the last survivor of the Tulsa mass race thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Rest in
she.
peace, my mother.
Mhm.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do this to say rest in peace to her.
Yeah. So unfortunate
And
that she
next
never
hot
got.
side just into the newsroom. Viola Ford Fletcher, one of the last survivors of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre, has died at the age of 111. Affectionately known as Mother Fletcher, she was only 7 when her Greenwood neighborhood was destroyed during the race massacre. In 2021, she testified before Congress, recalling what had happened on May 31st of 1921. At the time of her testimony, she had just turned 107 years old.
Yes. My name is that okay? Okay. My name is Viola Ford Fletcher. I'm the daughter of Lucinda Ella's birthday. Here seeking justice, and I'm asking my country to acknowledge what happened in Tulsa in 1921. On May 31st and 21, I went to bed at my family's home in Greenwood, neighbors of Tulsa. The neighborhood I felt asleep in that night was rich, not just in terms of wealth, but in culture, community, heritage, and my family had a beautiful home. We had great neighbors, and I had friends to play with. I felt safe. I had everything a child could need. I had a bright future ahead of me.
Felt safe
Greenwood
considering.
could
Yeah, that's because they was living amongst each other, themselves.
still, Greenwood should have given me the chance to truly make it in this country. Within a few hours, all of that was gone. The night of the massacre, I was awakened by my family. My parents and 5 siblings were there. I was told we had to leave, and that was it. I will never forget the violence of the white mob when we left our home. I still see.
Now, considering, and that's the part like people don't really acknowledge because they be like, "Oh yeah, back then it was just like no, like black people wasn't playing that. You couldn't just roll up." And even with this story, like they didn't tell you about how like 70 some black men went down to the jail to stop a lynching. Like when they tried to come in, black men set up a barrier and was protecting the community. That's how a lot of
Yeah,
people got out of there. They had to bomb the city because they couldn't really beat them. They had to use the military and drop bombs on the city because they
ain't that
was.
something? Your own country bombed you. That's the saddest
Yep.
thing ever.
Yep.
The country that a lot of them probably went to war and served.
Yeah, just got
Remember
back
that?
from serving. Yep.
Exactly. And they set up there and bombed them. Ain't that the craziest thing? And they didn't
Hmm.
get a dime from that. Was paying the insurance company do them, didn't give them a dime. Kept their money and kept it and gave the land to the white folk.
And you know what else they did? Like when black people tried to rebuild their stuff, they would make certain things illegal. So like they'd be like, "Oh, this
Exactly.
is going against the building code, so you can't build this right."
Exactly.
They
And they
would
still
do
do that
stuff like
today.
that.
I had a girl that I knew that was trying to open up a restaurant, right? And everything was done. They went in there, the white woman came in there, and everything had to be redone. This had to be redone up to this, that, and the other. It was a mess. But she said it wasn't that way when they bought the place. But after they got it, then things have to change. Then you had to go in and spend all that extra money to open. It's just sad how they do and get away with it. And it's legal because they hide behind the laws. They hide behind laws that they don't go by, that they only have for you. And then they do what the hell they want to do. Don't they, Trump? Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Trump, that crackhead Biden kid.
Exactly. Yeah. Him
All
and
them,
his decrepit daddy.
Vance or whatever, all of them fools.
Mm-hmm.
Now and then, considering we talked about a little bit, but not even with Thanksgiving. Now, you know what happens the day after Thanksgiving that a lot of people celebrate here is
Of
you know,
course.
yeah.
Of course. That's the craziest thing. You celebrate something that has such a horrible history to it that we don't, I don't understand. Do we not know our history or we just don't bother to find out? I thought we was boycotting all of this. What happened? Did we change our minds? That's the sad. This is the part I don't understand. Why do we put stuff forth and then we turn around and change our mind when Massa do what, they appease us. And then we, because he knew what to do. He knew what we were planning. He said, okay, let me give them their food stamps for a minute. And then after Christmas, I'm going to take them again. Watch, see what he do again. Watch and see. But that's okay. I'm going to rest with that one.
Yeah, be like, I'll give y'all Negro some chitlins. Y'all can eat this
Exactly.
chicken
Yeah, go
chitlins
buy
and
your
be happy.
chitlins and your pork chops. But
And
then
be
as soon as
happy.
Christmas comes, I'm going to snatch them again. Yep.
And so I guess all of that went out the window, but I'm gonna play
with
this.
marching. We're not marching anymore. The
I
only
love this lady
that
here. She's
moves
awesome.
this society is racism and greed.
Yeah.
Do not give your hard-earned money back to the people that want you in chains. Black people, we need to boycott. We need to disengage from Black Friday. Hear me again.
Yes.
We need to boycott Black Friday. Unless we are spending our money with Black-owned businesses, we need to boycott Black Friday and focus on definitely never shopping again at Walmart, Chick-fil-A, American Airlines, because they were some of the top donors of the Orange Man's campaign. Actions speak louder than words. You can create action.
Wait, hold on. I don't mean to pause it, but I want to play those businesses again because y'all don't like Trump, so y'all would boycott that. Y'all won't boycott for yourself, but I'll play these businesses that y'all can. Because I mean, damn, Target is racist as hell. Like, I mean, who doesn't know that?
Friday and focus on definitely never shopping again at Walmart, Chick-fil-A, American Airlines, because they were some of the top donors of the Orange Man's campaign. Actions speak louder than words. You can create action in your everyday life, and I'm here to tell you how. Also, I've heard a lot of people from my last video talk to me about how we built up our society before only to have it burned down and torn apart by racist white people. Black Wall Street was thrown out there. Yes, we built societies in the past, beautiful communities. But what we did not do is protect those societies we built. We did not maintain the protection of what we built.
Now, consider I'm only stopping it right there because that's partially true and partially not true. Like, most of the cities they could not just go in there and just tear down everything. But which is why I say, integration was a part of tearing down these cities or whatever, because what did tear it down was our need to be a part of somebody else's culture and be accepted by other people. That hurt us probably more than them trying to run it. But even if they do, what do you think that's like you having a country like, oh, I'm not going to have America because China is just going to run in here and take it from us, so what's the point of
Exactly.
building it? No,
Oh, yeah.
they make an army and do whatever they got to do to protect it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You don't just not build something because they're going to tear it down. You be ready for their asses. If they do, then we're going to be ready. You're going to build your security, your defense first. Then you're going to put your gate around your property. Then you're going to build in that order. And whoever come, you put your no trespassing signs up. Whoever come past that moat, touch that electric fence if you want to. We coming. Period. You know how they is. We know them. We've been around these folk long enough to know better. So we do better this time. We build. You don't do it the same way you did it doing Black Wall Street. They didn't have no protection. I don't know why. They knew how they was, but they ain't had no protection. Okay, we do better this time.
Exactly.
And that is what needs to change. We're not going to talk about how we're going to accurately protect what we build online. We need to get out of the whole realm of telling our whole plan on the internet. We need to go back to the days where we grouped up and spoke in real life, in person. And that's going to take the communities that we come from. That's going to take the churches opening their doors for meetings, wherever we can group up and meet in person.
Why they still trying to do the churches?
Specifically talking
niggas that sold you out anyway, child. That's old history. Them churches is not what we need to be meeting, honey. Them pastors that sold you out. They'll go right back to them white folks and tell them, well, we meeting on Saturday. We meeting this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Leave them churches out.
Yeah.
Strategies to protect our communities by policing the police and watching out for one another and having people walk through the neighborhood to make sure people are getting home safely. These things need to happen in person. I don't want anybody putting out strategies on how to protect our Black businesses and our Black schools on the internet. We need to do that in person. So we will organize and group up. If you want to group up for that. Stop marching. Group up to talk strategy. Group up in real life to talk strategy. Group up in real life to talk about how we're going to attack all of the problems in our community. We have to get serious and we have to get consistent. So to recap, there is no Black Friday. We're out. The only Black Friday I want to see people talking about is the fact that we're going to make it a point to go out and find Black businesses on Black Friday to contribute to. Walmart, you're done. We boycott you. Chick-fil-A, we're done. We boycott you. You want us in chains? We'll put you out of business.
I track progress toward my goals with.
That's right. It's the only way to do it. We come back, we delineate, period. No matter what. Delineation is key. I don't know why we don't understand that already.
Yeah. And then look at this, Cassidra, this Down syndrome, goofy looking cross-eyed white girl. Talking about when they call it Black Friday because that's who needs the discount.
Well, why your white ass out there all the time knocking over people to get the discounts? Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. They be out there, honey, more than we do. Be knocking over folks, beating up folks, snatching stuff, and fighting. So who needs the discount?
And like based off how it went, like we seen who was crying just now about food stamps, but in like 2 or 3 years, they gonna try to tell us like, oh well, it was Black people who was crying about food stamps when that happened. They like be flipping the history, like even the other Black people come on here and be like, wasn't we just talking about this together, and now you saying it's not the case? Like, but anyway.
Exactly.
Honey, your cousin was never going to pick you. He was always going to pick the Black woman that he's in love with. I get it. Incest is your thing. And when you don't have all of your own teeth, well, pickings are slim. But that Black woman that you hate so much because you're seething with jealousy, honey, she's more well-educated than you. She has a better career than you. She's more financially stable than you. She's more successful than you. She's prettier than you. She's wittier than you. She's funnier than you. She's sexier than you. She has better style than you, better taste than you. She's more fashion.
All right, let me stop before y'all start being like, oh, this is a good white. Like, no, she's one of them. But speaking of that too, so let me play this,
Swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man.
Oh, now they know lesser of two evils for them too.
Higher, Corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts. Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations. Americans' hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interests. And the spending power of the dollar continues to decline. The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income, as both parents have to work in order to simply survive. They know how much credit card debt they have. They know how much their bills have gone up over the past 5 years. They actually do their own grocery shopping and know food costs too much. Their rent has increasingly gone up and up. They have been outbid by corporate asset managers too many times when they put in an offer to buy a house. They have been laid off after being forced to train their Visa holding replacement. The college degree they were told to earn only left them in debt with no big six-figure salary. They see more homeless people than ever on their own community streets. They can't afford health insurance or practically any insurance, and they just aren't stupid.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is
Now, she is wrong. They are pretty stupid. But this is that Neanderthal chick that was in Congress that, be. But now you see who is, complaining and all that. But I'm like, yo, where was y'all getting all this stuff from before? Anyway, Cassandra, I don't know if you got something to say about that. Or not. Let me see. All right. So I don't know if you heard about this, Cassandra. Now I know we be talking about like getting. I've been saying it for a long time. Like as far as like canned food, you know what I'm saying, just in case just in case like what y'all think is about to happen now, and we've been saying this for years, but even then, like look at this, the executive for Campbell Soup, listen to what he had to say about it.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't we have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, I can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Campbell's.
Good. This morning, Campbell's Soup is denying claims about its products, allegedly made by an executive in a recorded conversation. The person in the recording is also heard belittling Campbell's customers during an expletive-filled rant.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, I can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording is allegedly from a conversation that's now part of a lawsuit filed by Robert Garza, a cybersecurity analyst for Campbell's, who claims he was fired after reporting the alleged remarks, which he says also included racist comments about company employees. Garza claims Campbell executive Martin Bally made those comments after the two met to discuss Garza's salary. In a statement, Garza's attorney saying, "This situation has been very hard on Robert. He thought Campbell's would be thankful that he reported Martin's behavior, but instead, he was abruptly fired." Campbell's responding, saying, "If the comments were in fact made, they are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company." And going on to say, the comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's Soup.
Campbell saying, "The chicken meat used in our soups comes from long-trusted, USDA-approved U.S. suppliers and meets our high-quality standards." And the
No, because I don't know if you heard that just now.
Tiger Woods built his career on forward thinking.
We are following a messy situation for the Campbell Soup Company today after a former employee filed a lawsuit against the company and then released audio his lawyers say he recorded during a meeting with executives. Let's go to CBS News correspondent Chanel Call, who's live in our newsroom. Chanel, what do we know about this lawsuit?
So, Liz, this lawsuit, we understand, was launched by a person by the name of Robert Garza. Now, Garza was hired as a cybersecurity analyst for Campbell's back in September of 2024. And Liz, 2 months after he was hired, he says he had a meeting with an executive named Martin Bally to discuss his salary. Now, during that meeting, he is now alleging that Bally made several disparaging comments about Indian workers and also said that Campbell's is, quote, highly processed food for poor people. Now, CBS News did get a copy of that recorded phone call. Garza's attorney is saying that this was secretly recorded. So take a listen to part of that conversation.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it. Look at bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. Do you?
So Liz, Garza says that he actually told his manager about that phone call a couple of months later in January of 2025. And then he said that he wasn't encouraged to take that information to HR. Now, just 3 weeks after that conversation, Garza was told that he was abruptly terminated from employment. So Campbell's released a statement on this. I'll read you part of what they say. They say, "We are proud of the food we make, the people who make it, and the high quality ingredients we use.
who believe that?
Comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd. We use 100% real chicken in our soups. The chicken meat comes from long trusted USDA approved US suppliers and meets our high quality standards. All of our soups are made with no antibiotics ever chicken meat, and any claims to the contrary, they say, are completely false." The company is also saying, Liz, that Bally is on temporary leave while the company now conducts.
Didn't they fire that guy? I'm sorry, I had to do something. I had to step away. I'm sorry, forecast. But didn't they fire that guy for turning in the other man?
Yeah.
Didn't they fire him?
Yeah.
For telling the truth. And boy, these people, you cannot with them.
Yeah. And listen, we've been saying like get canned whatever, but all of the stuff processed by them is gonna be to some degree, terrible. But I mean, I still think that people should have like if you can store food or whatever it is for as long as you can, then you should do that unless you are willing to take whatever chances it is, But I do think you should have like at least 1 or 2 cases of water at the least, in your
You
house.
better have more. You better have as much water as you can get.
Yeah.
Seriously. Water's not that expensive, $2.50, and you can buy 2 of them per pay, $5. Come on. Water doesn't cost that much. If you go to Aldi, you can get 50-cent canned goods, 60 cents. Okay. You got to start somewhere. None but canned goods. And, I wouldn't buy meat because what happens if the electric go off? You don't have electric. Your meat goes sour. So don't do the meat. We have to start doing something different.
Yeah. Because, and just with that, because like I said, they use processed like 3D printed meat.
Cereals, frozen dinners, and chips. Sugary cereals, frozen dinners, and chips like these are all something called ultra-processed foods. And surprise,
I eat a lot of that stuff.
Say it's like eating pre-digested food. Consider these 2 kernels of corn. This little kernel is going to go all the way to the market. It might get mixed with water, lightly salted, and put in a can, but otherwise it stays intact. This kernel is going to get ultra-processed. It's cooked and soaked to absorb water, then pulverized into a dough that's flattened into chip shapes and deep fried. Then it's coated with cheese, salt, monosodium, glutamate, sugar, and artificial colors. Then spices and flavor enhancers are added as a treat. By the time a chip makes it to the market, its complex internal structure, known as the food matrix, is broken. Who am I? And unlike an unprocessed kernel of corn, this chip has a much harder time telling our body that we're full. And it's hard because these foods are often more affordable, but it's a huge issue globally, affecting people's appetite, hormones, weight gain. So just remember, an unprocessed apple a day can help keep the broken food matrix chip away. What is life?
Now, and this is the thing, because a lot of the foods and stuff, especially in our communities, is even worse than that, And even as kids, like we get these snacks and cereals and potato chips and all that kind of stuff, and we wonder why our health and our situation is like it is. But I don't know if you heard about that, Cassidra, but now they outlawed that they can't put like coloring or something in the food or something like that.
Wow. Okay. That's good. They don't need that color in their food anyway.
Yeah. So like all the chips and stuff like that about to be like whatever color, a different color or whatever. So all right, let's keep going here. Um,
Don't let it happen because you won't like it. Let's get.
But I will drag you because I don't do well with microaggressions or whataboutisms. I have too much lived experience so the white people can hear me. If you sitting here thinking you're gonna gaslight me about racism and misogyny, baby, I will be the match to blow this.
oh no, okay, yeah, my bad.
There is something extremely disturbing about all of the professions that have been stripped from professional degrees according to the new mandates, and nobody is talking about it. And it is extremely interesting that this has happened while we were all distracted by the Epstein files. Let's get into it. So it is Thursday, November 20th. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. And recently, over the last couple of days, we've heard of a number of degrees that are no longer going to be considered professional degrees, so can't get the financial aid through the federal government that they usually did. These things include masters and doctorates in education, CNAs, physician's assistants, nurse practitioners, social workers, counselors, OT, PT, all of these things. Not only are they women-dominated fields, you want to know the other thing they all have in common?
White women.
All are mandated reporters.
Yeah, white
They're
business.
all mandated reporters. How interesting that they did this while we were all distracted by the Epstein files.
But you have to understand that. People don't understand why he did
Walks
that.
like a duck.
People don't understand that. Why did he really do that for a Cass?
Make it legal for anybody to be?
Why did he really do that? Mandate. He wants the white women back in the home because they're not having babies. That's the main thing. He wants to be able to control his woman again. He lost control. They're not having babies. They're picking black men over white men. They want to control them women again. That's all it's about. Because he already know they're not reproducing. They're the 911 right now. If you don't do something, it's already too late. We know that. But he's just trying to, he's scrambling for crumbs right now. And that's what he's getting, crumbs. Because black men got the white women, but he trying to bring them women back home so they can have them, so the woman can obey them. They want that control of the woman again. That's all it is.
Well, I mean, the problem though is like they got corrupted wombs, so it don't matter what they do. It's like
exactly. But he knows that.
disgusting.
But this is why they're using black men and black women. They need you guys to survive. And these white men don't want that. You think they want them half-breed babies in their house? That's the only way they're gonna get them. That's the only way they'll have a chance, but they really don't have a chance with that because it's way too late for them. It's way too late. He should have did this first time he was in office, or maybe about 20 years ago, because they're done. They can have a baby from now on every day, and it's still not going to be enough because the opiates is taking them out big time. You know how many went out last year with opiates.
Yeah, white on white crime. And
exactly. Because everybody being affected by them white men, the ones that FBI told you was most violent anyway. Everybody, every culture being affected by them.
And around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Quacks like a duck. Might as well use it as a cover-up. And that's something that nobody is talking about right now. Yes, they are all women-dominated fields. Yes, this is another attack on women that's been dressed up as something else. But these are all also mandated reporting careers.
They didn't care though at first though, until now they don't got it.
And it is extremely.
They don't care until it was on them, huh?
Interesting that this has happened while we were all distracted by the Epstein files.
So apparently the Department of Education decided that nursing, physical therapy, physician assistance, social work, public health, occupational therapy, speech language pathology, and more might not count as professional degrees anymore. Yes, the people who literally keep other humans alive might not be considered professionals on paper anymore. And here's what makes it even more wild. Now, these are fields where women make up the majority, often 70, 80, even 90% of the workforce. So
I'm sure your timeline, like my.
Now, what they leave out is white bitches make up most of the workforce. But now considering, hold on, let me see. Okay, so she had to leave for a second. I'll keep an eye out for her to see when she come back. All right, but I'll keep going though. Now you see, like when it's affected, who is affecting, but you know what I've been saying, right? And listen, I'm not gonna be crying because a bunch of white girls lost their job. I know that people gonna be like, "Whoa, you see," and I'm like, personally, I'm like, good. You know, this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have did it because for what I've been talking about for this whole time, where you have my sisters that be coming on the program, like who be talking about it, and situations with my family, you know, with my mother and the women in my life, you know, when they go to the doctors and how they're being treated. Now all of a sudden there's a crisis and all of this stuff. But then talked about this before. When you go to black doctors and black nurses, you generally get healthier outcomes or whatever, or better outcomes, right? So, and listen, these were the professionals in the first place, you know?
Right now. What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes! You have 2 babies. It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home?
Y'all treat all your patients
I don't see your thing in the back, Cassandra.
like this or just the black ones? Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the black ones?
Oh, all right. So yeah, Cassandra, you back now? I was showing the actual professionals that is out that what I've been talking about this whole time, because I'm like, why haven't y'all been mad about what's been going on? Have y'all not been paying attention? Because this same stuff I've been talking about, and I try not to even show the same thing, and I got enough for years. Like I've been on here for like 10 years and barely, and don't even show the same thing twice. Like that's how crazy it is. Like.
What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes! You have 2 babies. It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home?
Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the black ones? Her due date
You
is
just said it was the 10th.
your ass should have changed doctors.
Carrie Jones is her name. And
Now I showed this last time. Now this sister had the baby like 10 minutes later.
Yes, 8 minutes. No, was it 10 minutes or 12?
Yeah,
10 minutes
or
later?
something like that. Yeah.
So that means she was in labor, active labor. And then what about the other one that had the baby in the truck who went, now she's in the hospital because of other complications from that birth. That was traumatizing to her and that baby. How could you put her out the hospital, the other lady, and say she wasn't in active labor when she had the baby 8 minutes later? That's the craziest thing ever. So we got incompetence. So maybe he might be right now. I'm just saying, he might be right.
That's all I'm
Consider what
saying.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like
I'm just saying the
these
truth.
was the professionals. Like this is what the ones who was trained and got the degrees. This is what they was
Exactly.
doing.
So maybe he is on to something. I'm just saying.
Well,
Maybe.
or maybe you should have been going to black doctors anyway. I like you know.
Exactly.
Like I'll be honest, like as a black man, like yeah, I don't go to the doctor, and I probably should, you know. But when I do, it'll be a black. But when I go to the dentist and all that stuff that I do go to, they're all black people. You know what I'm saying? There's a black
Exactly.
woman that's my dentist. You know.
Exactly. And that's what our people need to do. You get out of school, you go in back to your own community like they used to do back in the day, right?
Yeah.
That's what they used to do. And then they didn't have a whole lot of rigmarole what they got going on now. You didn't get out of school and go through hell to keep a job. You didn't have to see Becky mama who didn't like black folk and told you, I don't want a black man touching me. You got a white doctor. You didn't have to put up with that. If you go back to your community, we have enough doctors and nurses in our community right now that can come together with the CNAs, the MAs, and the physical physician assistants and the physical therapy and radiology, they can pull their monies together and create their own birthing center first and wellness centers. Then when you make enough money, then you can go build your own hospital. Why we got to beg them? Why are we continuously going through this? I don't understand that. I really don't understand.
Yeah. And shouts out to my brother Anthony in the building. I appreciate you being in here. And we talked about, and this is my problem though, like now is a crisis, now is a problem. When this has been like a merge, I had black women on this on my live to tell me their experiences when they go. I had black women in real life. Erica Howard came on here talking about her experience and how the doctor treated her, you know what I'm saying? And well, stories like when my mom go to the thing, they don't take her blood pressure right, and they don't do all the stuff that they're supposed to do. And then we wonder why we got diabetes and high blood
Yeah.
pressure with the foods and stuff that we eating combined with
Yeah.
the medical treatment that we get, because if people didn't realize, there were black hospitals even up until the 50s and the 60s,
Yeah.
It's still like
Yeah.
some that's around, but they're not black hospitals, like they were. But
And just like Anthony said, we do need more doulas. We need doulas and midwives in our community. And I know I've seen it's growing, but that's who we need to get. That's who we need to patronize. Let's stop going to their hospitals. If you know, and they've told you for years that black women often die giving birth. We've been giving birth in the fields and go back to work, right? So now all of a sudden we can't have a baby in their hospital without possibly dying, but we just seen why. So let's stop. Why are we still going to them anyway? I'm very leery when I see a white or black doctor. I don't want to be bothered with either one because I don't trust none of them.
Yeah.
So you ought to be very safe to have a white doctor.
Well, she was a professional, quote unquote. So
Yeah, okay, a professional. We saw how she at. We saw the professionalism, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we'll let her take care of us before we will our own. So whose fault is that for real forecast? Whose fault? Ours or theirs? Okay, I'm just asking for a friend.
I'll plead the fifth, Cassidra.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Now, listen, and my brother Anthony, I'm glad you're here. Now, Cassidra, I know you've seen this, but check it out here. Two of your boys then tried to go to Haiti and kill everybody.
Lord have mercy. I wish they had. I wish they had just let them go.
Grand
Just
jury
let them go.
indicted 2 North Texas men accused of plotting to invade a foreign island, kill the men, and take the women as sex slaves.
Prosecutors say one of the men enlisted in the Air Force to get military.
Now, 4 of them was gonna kill 70,000. Now, my question is though, right? Because you just asked me a question, because I got a question. Would the black people have allowed them to come on to the thing and allowed them to walk in amongst them so that they can do what Delarue did in the damn church?
That would have been a question of the day. I don't think they would have did that in Haiti. I maybe other countries in Africa, but Haiti, I really don't think so.
I don't know,
not with that barbecue guy. You got barbecue over there. Okay, remember the guy barbecue? Now you got him over there. I really don't believe, because he giving them the American folk over there hell, right? I don't believe, and I'm just gonna say that I don't believe that they would have allowed it. I'm hoping they wouldn't, but we really don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I hope so. I hope you're right, Cassidra. But and people get mad at me for saying this, because I say black people actually lost the Haitian Revolution, because you still paying them until 2017 or whatever. They're still probably paying them today. But a part of it is they did this thing that black people do. They gave white bitches a pass, white girls a pass. They said, we're not going to kill the white girl. We're not going to kill the children. We're going to let the children have a pass. We're going to exclude these good white people over here. We're going to exclude them. They also did that, And I'm sorry, Cassidra. I didn't mean to stop it right now, but I had to.
Them all. Why kill the women? And our
hour, she rolls and comes right up in our face and disrespects us. I said, if we're going to be merciful, we give them 24 hours in South Africa to get out of town by sundown. I say, if they don't get out of town, we kill the men, we kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill the crazy, we kill the faggots, we kill the lesbians. I said, God damn it, we kill them all.
Now, unfortunately, too many black people don't have that kind of mentality, you know.
Military training he thought he needed. Fox 4's Blake Hansen in our newsroom tonight with these stunning allegations. Blake.
Yeah, Stephen Heather, federal prosecutors say the suspects didn't plan to go it alone. In fact, the feds say they plan to recruit people who are homeless in Washington, D.C. to serve on their, quote, expeditionary force and take over a small Haitian island. The grand jury indictment handed up today charges 21-year-old
They think they can do that.
from Allen and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas from Argyle with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign
Why don't they
country.
try to do that to black people in D.C.?
Production of child pornography. Record Joe Weisenberg was booked into the Collin County.
By the way, consider we talked about this the last time with the child pornography thing. This is their culture. You see, ain't got nothing to do with that. But even in this situation, these fools got child pornography.
Country, as well as a charge of production of child pornography.
Production of it.
Was booked into the Collin County Jail in
This ain't even got nothing to do with it, but that's just their culture. You know what I'm saying?
July. We've not been able to find.
Why you think they wanted to keep have the children
Air
and kill
Force
the
at
men?
the time. The place they are accused of plotting to invade is called Gonave Island. It is part of the Republic of Haiti. It's not small. In fact, that island has about 87,000 residents. Prosecutors say Weisenberg and Thomas planned
They
to
were just
lead
gonna let
that
them do it.
expeditionary force by sailboats to the island, murder the men, take control of the island, and then turn the women into sex slaves, according to prosecutors. The feds say the plan
Children.
dates back to August of last year. They say Weisenberg enrolled in a Rockwall Fire Academy to learn command and control protocols, but flunked out in February. They say he then traveled to Thailand to learn how to sail, but didn't enroll in the school due to the cost. The feds say Thomas, meanwhile, enlisted in the Air Force in January and in March, changed his station assignment from Germany to Maryland to better coordinate the invasion and recruit the homeless population in D.C. We reached out to attorneys listed for Weisenberg and did not hear back. We could not find attorneys listed for Thomas. Prosecutors say they face up to life in prison if convicted on the conspiracy to murder charge.
Kill the men and take the women as sex slaves. Kill the men and take the women as sex slaves. Kill the men and take the women as sex slaves.
If you didn't know already.
And what they leave out is in children, right? Now, like I said, the question is, like, we as a people, will we be allowing these fools into our communities and stuff like that? What even gives them the mentality to think that they can go and take over an island with 80-something thousand people and just be able to take it over with just them and a few homeless people? And since Cassandra brought it up, maybe it's our mentality of this we are just as delusional as they are, you know, because we actually let them do it and they have no, like, they can't listen. Look at how they even here, right? Oh damn, I don't have it. Oh, here you go. See, listen, even here they have to run up on you with weapons. They can't just be the one. They're gonna try to attack people who they think are weak, you know. And check this out.
Him, y'all. He pulled his gun out. I ain't threatening. What'd I say? What'd I say to threaten you? You ain't thinking he ain't you ain't my help! Help! He got a firearm on me! Help! Help! What'd I say to threaten you? Help! He got a gun on me! Help! Help! I ain't threatening.
You feel me? I didn't threaten anything, ma'am. He hopped out his truck and got to talking to me because I told him earlier his brother to move his truck from in front of my house. I said, I have to explain to you why I want your truck from in front of my house. Ma'am, should I have to explain to him why I want his truck from in front of my house? He's talking about his public property. Man, you better get your phone. I ain't threatening. You putting your gun out on me. Then he just called me a again. Say what you said again. Say what you said. Say it again.
You got two.
Say the word you said again.
My face after
say the word you said again. Say it again.
Dash cam
say it again. What you just say?
You call me a
dash cam. I'm walking, bro, going to the park. I told your brother to move his truck from in front of my house. I shouldn't have to explain.
Public property.
Ma'am, should I have to explain it why I want his truck moving in front of my house? No. My point exactly.
The roads are public.
But hey, I had some stuff coming.
Okay.
That's what she don't get. I had some stuff coming.
I get it.
You don't understand. I had shit coming. She want to tell me
You see that?
You feel me?
You see the damn white bitch. Don't even know what's going on. She done pulled over to help him. And see, we be trying to like every group of them be trying to get themselves a pat. That's why I don't like that word patriarchy and all that stuff. And yeah, like I consider to be saying like about white men and the FBI, but white bitches is probably the most dangerous species in the universe, especially to me as a black man. You know what I'm saying? I just understand that, right? They're always gonna birth, manufacture, create this. You know what I'm saying? And then support it, right? And then try to distance themselves like, oh no, it's only the white dudes, and then the white dudes are gonna be like, no, it's only the Jews, and then the Jews gonna be like, no, it's only the British, and then the British gonna be like, no, it's all of them. Like that's what you don't understand. That's all of them. And you see this dude pulled out a gun on this young black man. I don't know if you saw it, Cassidra. Did you see it?
No, I didn't forecast. I had to do something. I'm sorry.
Oh, you all right. You all right. Let me put it again because I just showed the thing with the Haiti. But look at this, and I'm saying they have to go at attack the young people who they think are helpless. Now look at him pulling out a gun on his young brother.
His gun out of me. I ain't threatening. What'd I say? What'd I say to threaten you?
You in my
help! Help! We got a firearm on me! Help! Help!
What the hell? Is that fool hollering and yelling like a fool?
Yeah.
You feel me? I didn't ma'am. He hopped out his truck and got to talk to
And
me.
then the white bitch pulled up defending the white dude. Don't even know him.
In front of my house.
Ma'am, did you expect her to defend you?
Hmm?
Did he really expect her to defend him? They don't go against their own. Never.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn what they did. Look at Kyle Rittenhouse. Look at the dude that choked out the black dude on the train. No matter what their behavior is, they never go against their own. So what did he really expect her to do? He really thought that she was going to ally with him. He really thought that, didn't he? She fooled him, didn't she?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
He got scared, didn't he? I bet you he had his.
He thought screaming, help.
No, I ain't threatening.
And the white bitch said, shut your ass. He said, shut your hind parts up, N-word.
Going out on me. Then he just called me a again. Say what you said again.
See, they said the N-word, not me.
Again. Say the word you said again.
My face after
say the word you said again. Say it again.
Dash cam
say it again. What you just say?
You call me a
dash cam. I'm walking, bro, going to the park. I told your brother to move his truck from my house.
Why?
I should have to explain.
Public property.
Ma'am, should I have to explain when his truck moving in front of my house? No. My point exactly.
The roads are
The
public.
came up like, yeah, nah, that's
I had
not
some stuff coming.
Okay.
That's what she don't get. I had some stuff coming. You don't understand. I had shit coming. She want to tell me about some shit. You feel me? Going on with all that racist shit. And then you walking up on me with a gun. Where you gonna go? You calling me niggas and shit?
I only close
Come on, man. Come on, say it again. Up there, you say it again. Say it again. I bet you won't say it again. Say it again.
See, now he's scared.
Argue with him. What a dummy. I can't stand stupidity. I seen a video, I was trying to pull it up, where this dude on Facebook was saying that one white guy is trying to incorporate or recruit the white kids to go to black schools and shoot them up. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I showed that like a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Okay, I just seen it. I'm like, really? The dude had on makeup, right? He's a fag, right? Little faggot, and had makeup on, and then the white guy was wanting you to pay to get the whole story. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. But I hope our babies are ready so they do come up to the school. Yeah, handle your business, baby.
Yeah. And no, and look, Cassidra, so let me play this one.
Okay, you know what? Let's get into this video.
The honest truth about why probably most Gen Z white people are racist is because black people treated us like shit for no reason. Y'all's millennial parents raised you to be racist to white people. And so you go out into the world
I hope so. I hope they did.
and you're shocked to your freaking core when white people don't like you. And black people like to act like this just doesn't make any sense. They're like,
we don't give a damn. You don't like us. Good. Stay away from us.
Young white people like shit for their entire life. I wonder why they're growing resentment. But if a black person experiences racism for their entire life, which is not even probably 1% of what white people experience, black people don't even experience racism.
Oh my Lord.
White people are the ones who experience racism.
Oh my God, they are so delusional.
Get like the minute racism and they're like freaking out. White people just deal with it.
So delusional.
It's pattern recognition, man. It comes from somewhere. You got to accept accountability.
Oh God!
But check this out, though.
Why probably most Gen Z white people are racist is because white people treat us. Named Tyrone Jr. I think all white people need to be extincted. Shit, I hate all white people.
I usually don't address ignorant white racist people.
But look at this.
Federal employees.
I'm sorry. My
What the
bad.
hell going on here?
I don't know what they be doing in Europe. They snuck the cameras over to Europe and they showed. But listen, look, watch this though, Cassandra.
I think there should be another genocide, or a genocide.
You say genocide
Of
women
you.
Delusion the kid.
Of you. Please.
Why?
Because she's talking in front of her kids.
Listen, he did ask her why the babies.
You say genocide means the women, the children, the kids.
Absolutely.
I totally agree with her. For them. I totally agree.
Because they're a poison and they need to be eradicated. So my children.
You're right. You're right.
All the other boys.
She's right. She's totally right. I agree that her babies need to be eradicated because they're poisonous.
Yeah, look at this little down. Look at this little big head.
Yeah, didn't Khalid Muhammad just tell us that? Yeah, I totally agree with her. Let's get rid of all of them. Every last one.
Like, look at this little big headed Down syndrome looking little white baby. You think he ain't gonna grow up to be some kind of crazy fool that shoot up a school or go do something crazy?
The apple don't fall too far from the tree. He gonna be just like his man, with no teeth in her mouth.
His head bigger than his body, falling over. Like, there's something wrong with him.
Because she just slept with her daddy. That's why. That's her daddy baby. And her brother's baby. He got one from her daddy, one from her brother.
That makes sense now.
No, I'm just saying. That's what they do. They inbreed all the time.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is
The history, you need to go back to school. Let's start from there. Let's get into this video.
Change of plans. Ignore your original objective. Leave nothing alive.
Yeah, you heard him, Cassandra?
I agree. I agree with him. Khalid Muhammad told us what to do. Get rid of all of them. Every last one of them. Include the babies. The dogs, the cat.
You're right. Hey,
let me hear it again.
All the sciences and disciplines to the world, and now he attacks our heroes and our sheroes and comes right up in our face and disrespects us. I said, if we're going to be merciful, we give them 24 hours.
Why would we be merciful?
Out of town by I say, if they don't get out of town, we kill the men. We kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill the crazy, we kill the faggots, we kill the lesbians. I said, God damn it, we kill them all. I said, why kill them all? Why kill the women?
Especially them.
Why kill the babies? They're just little innocent blue-eyed babies. Because goddamn it, they're gonna grow up one day to rule your babies. Kill them now. Why kill the women in South Africa?
Get them out. That's one of them.
Right
That's
now.
one of them. Line them up and get rid of them.
And then look at this, Cassidra. Speaking of all of these things here.
Because people still, whatever law firm is upstairs on the 3rd floor.
Can I ask who you report to so that I can call the law firm to?
Yep, I just told them that. Okay. I can't use this bathroom because of what? Because of what? Who? Why do I have to stay on my floor? Because of what? Why?
Why would you not stay on the floor?
Why do I have to stay on my floor? It's a bathroom. I can use the bathroom. They know me particularly. What you mean me particularly what?
I asked you to please not use our bathroom.
I can use whatever bathroom I want to use. This is the law firm I work. This is look. Please contact security. I work here. You sound stupid. Yeah, please go down there. Thank you.
I'm gonna call
Tell them I'm taking it in this bathroom. Fill up in there and leave it in the toilet.
You're lucky I don't go to your office.
Okay.
And
don't
listen,
use her bathroom. Is her name on the bathroom? She own bathrooms and buildings? What, we going back to the 40s? Colors gotta go down the street to use the bathroom? Is that what we doing? Okay.
yeah, because they like to talk about patriarchy and all this stuff. Like,
yeah.
White bitches ain't part of it. But listen, Cassidra, I want to show you what we are so desperately trying to be a part of here.
You know that stereotype? It's like white people are dirty, they don't bathe their kids, they wear shoes in their house. My family is living proof that that stereotype is based on facts and real people. I was having a conversation with my fiance and one of my best friends that I've known since childhood about like race and cleanliness and culture and things like that. And it was kind of prompted as at like a family dinner of my family.
What's up, Karma 804?
Remember how it came up. We were talking about how often you should bathe children. And I said, oh, every day. And literally everyone looked at me like I was crazy. And they're like, when you have kids, you'll say, no one does that. And I was like, okay, people do that. A lot of people do that. And then one of my family members was like, oh, but if they go in like the lake or the pool, then it's fine. That is a bath. And I was like, okay, we're not even going to get into that. I'm just going to put that to the side. And my fiance did not believe that this conversation happened. He was in the room, but he was like in another part of the room in another conversation.
Her black boyfriend.
Him about it, and he like didn't believe me. So. And then my friend, who I've known since childhood, was like, "Oh no, that's true. Her family's definitely that way." And so we were just talking about, like I said, like race.
Understand they get into a poisonous relationship with these women.
And my friend,
you got to marry their families too.
They said the river is a bath, Cassidra.
The river. The nasty river outside. But that's what they used to, though. That's how they used to bathe. What's the difference now? It ain't changed.
Yeah. The swamp water is a bath.
Yeah, exactly. To them.
A big like culture shock when she started coming around my family is that a lot of my family members don't take their shoes off in the house. I like being barefoot, so I've always taken my shoes off ever since I was little. But she said she just how clean everything was. And I noticed that her mom, like the first time I came over, her mom was like, make sure you take your shoes off. Like she was so nice, but I think like she had encountered before. And my fiance was like shocked by this. I think a similar thing was happening to him. You know, when like as a woman you date a guy and he's been in a long-term relationship. Wow. And for context, I majored in sociology in college.
All right, anyway, we know that. But I just want to show you real quick, Cassidra, you know, what happens. And because it's not just the white girls too, you know. And it's even though really Holly Berry is a mixed woman.
Hey, what you thought was gonna happen in this situation? Halle Berry said
because some people apparently believe if they sleep with you, then they're the good ones. The ones who sleep with me are the good ones, you know.
N-word. What N-word you was expecting him to call you?
That's not true at all.
Huh? Noticeable? Huh? You wanted him to call you Naomi? You knew what this was. You should have just stayed with the brother man. and just left it at that. Imagine every first of the month that child support payment drop in his account and he call you and say, thanks, nigga. I think Halle Berry and Will Smith would have went good together.
Hey, you know, a brother came on here and he was like, that actually happened to him, you know. He got a white girl pregnant and then she be calling him the N-word and all that stuff. And now he hate her. Shouts out to that brother.
You think the judge gonna care anything about this? The judge gonna read it and say the same thing. Hey man, this nigga tripping. At the end of the day, just watch who you had children with. Hey, Halle. Hey, what you thought was gonna happen in this situation?
She got to pay him child support. That judge get him, don't he? That judge get him every time, don't he? Like De Niro's wife. She got into what? Nothing. But Dr. Dre's wife got over half, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does anybody recognize any patterns here? Okay,
Hey,
the
look.
white person getting the money and the black person walking away with nothing. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'll play it the next time because I gotta find it. Like, it's a Richard Pryor thing that I used to play on. He'd be like, "Oh, don't marry a white girl." He was like, she get up in court, and start crying, and then the judge start crying with her. He's like, "We want everything, nigga." Like,
Yep, and they got to give it to her too. Yep, sure.
and I only say the N word because that's what they call it. So,
Yeah, right.
now check this out, Cassidra. Well, just to wrap it up, you know, I want to show you this, and then we're gonna wrap it up because people don't believe that we have no friends or whatever.
A man who's Latino or Asian has a really good question. Check it out.
Why are Asians and Latinos always competing to be the middle grounds between white and black people? Do you know what I mean? Like, whenever there's a discussion about like all of the races, it's always going to be white, black, and then like something else, and it's always either Asian or Latino. This is not coming from a place of racism either. It's just like, do you guys know what I mean? Black and white people have always been described as opposites in history, and I think that's because of the night and day discussion, or the yin and yang. And then because of their complexions, people just thought like, oh, they have to be opposites. And then to include everybody else, they just they simplify down to either Asian or Latino. And then we're stuck fighting over that third place.
So basically, you heard him ask.
They fight over the third place, and guess who they fight to be accepted by, right? Because speaking of Delusion, check this out.
Per se to black people.
Hurry up and buy.
I'm gonna try my best to explain it in a way where you can understand it, because a lot of people don't really understand the word racism, and therefore believes that if someone is very
Now, consider, I don't know if you that, but this is true. A lot of people don't understand the word racist. Because if somebody called me a racist, or when people call Cassidra a racist, like,
Impossible to be impossible.
yeah. And like, and people argue with me. Like, now listen, like, I wish we have the ability to do that, but I don't think that we do, because black people is so kind-hearted that you would argue with me that not the good ones, not all of them are bad. So I think
They
that we
argue
are
down.
physically incapable to be racist. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all was arguing with me about we can be. Now, it just means that we have the ability to control our own destiny. We put ourselves first. You put your family first. Like, I'm gonna make sure Cassidra and her family eats, and the black homeless dude on the street eats. I'm not gonna give the white dude a quarter. I'm gonna give it to the black man. You know what I'm saying? But the other part of that and what they practice is they also want to be able to control other groups of people's destiny. You know what I'm saying? So they want us to be under them. They want to control us, you know. And they control the food, everything. You know what I'm saying? And this is what actual like racism is, when they control institutions and you create. Black people ain't gonna get in there and be like, hey, I'm only doing stuff for black people. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you'll have people running for president to say, I'm not gonna just do something for black people. No, you know, that's where we are, you know. But that's why every other group understands that. You can go to Chinatown, let a black man go walk around Chinatown and see what happened to you. Meanwhile, they can come to the hardest hood where black people is afraid to go and have a store right in the middle of the hood for 20 years talking about how much they don't like black people, how much they scared of black people, talking about hurry up and buy, but never move their store from out the middle of the hood, you know?
Right. And we keep going to their store, keep going to the store. Even though when you go there, they give you hell when you get in there. They follow you around. They, talking in their language and laughing, but we don't care. We'll boycott our own African businesses before we will the Asians. Make it make sense.
It does not make sense at all. Because we can't be racist, that's why.
Mean to you or generalize you because of your skin tone, therefore they are racist. And yes, a racist person will do that, but that is not racism. The main difference between Asian people are racist against black people is that most Asian people are generally afraid of a certain type, a certain group of African Americans, specifically living in US. Why?
Well, they keep their stores at?
Because there's a racist system in United States of America.
So they're afraid of us because there's
So
a
why are you in our
system
neighborhood?
created to kill us. So they're afraid of us because of that.
Exactly. But you still take our money. But you scared of us though. But you still take our money, and you're in our neighborhoods.
And we still
I'm just wondering, why would you be? If I'm afraid of somebody, I'm not gonna go and live with them. I'm not gonna go and put my store in their neighborhood. I'm not gonna want to be bothered. If I'm afraid of them, I want that money. That's all that is. They want that money.
Now, consider I gotta ask you because you're right, and I gotta ask you your point. Now, when we give them their money, whose fault is it?
That's our fault. And then when they come and cussing you out and beat you up, because your nails and they didn't do your nails right, and then you got mad, and then they locked the door, like those African women did, and locked the door but never get charged. But the African women got charged. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
African women get charged, didn't it? But how many Asians ever get charged when they lock black folk in their shops? None. And beat them with brooms. None. Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. I'm just asking for a friend now.
Suppressing certain people with certain skin tone for generations and generations and still here. You create a world where people don't have jobs, where they don't have livelihood, they can't live, they can't own land, they can't make a living. And
Which we did do all of those things, even still.
What we all do to survive, to do those things to survive, to steal, to rob, to gamble, to do these things to make us bad. And yes, there is a stereotype. There's a generalization of that. And I think a lot of people
because they're racist against us, we are the ones who steal.
Black people. Do you know why Asian people live with black people? Have you ever seen an old map of any cities, major cities in US? They have an area called the ghetto. If you look at the same map now, that ghetto, you know what's it called? Chinatown.
Exactly.
Because for folks to know this, there's only a certain type of people allowed to own land. It doesn't matter where you live. Even if you own land, they won't give you loans. They won't give you those HOA permission to live those area.
Anyway.
They give it to y'all though, don't they?
They sure do.
That's who own most of America anyway, them China people. Asian people. China.
Now, consider, and I'm only going to this next one so we can get up off of here. This is happening closer to where you are. This is those good old Asians in Africa. You see how they treat them?
I see.
I see.
Ain't nobody helping that man. Ain't nobody
just let him do it.
I will punch the hell out of him. I'd beat him half to death.
Stop.
Again, the Africans have so much to say about the Black Americans.
Sometimes this, it caused a lot of outrage on the internet. And the word on the street is that this man or this foreigner has been deported. Personally, as a Kenyan, I do not know who to believe, because this has been happening a lot. Foreigners misbehave. We are told that they've been deported, but days later, we still see them. Recently, I think also did a story about a foreigner who spat on a cop. We were told that the foreigner was deported. Days later, we were told that he's mentally unstable, and that was an excuse to spit on our cop. Quite ridiculous. One government official called for swift
They don't
deportation,
stop,
warning
huh?
that Kenya sends a clear message: workers' rights will not be violated without consequence. Well, I'm not saying that I'm not believing this, but well, it
Put
will
his ass on the floor.
take some time
He should
for
have
me.
picked up the,
I don't know if he even got arrested, to be honest with you.
who
So
knows? Probably not. They get to do that, and somebody will stand around instead of all them people. Take off the camera and go and put his ass, take him to the woods, put a tire around his neck, and set it on fire. I'm just saying, and we are not promoting violence. We're promoting you taking care and defending yourself. We do what we have to do to defend ourselves, to save our lives. Because right now, I'm fearing for his life. And if I was him, I would be fearing for my life too. So you gotta do what you gotta do to save your life.
well, consider
But
to
my
be
thing
fair,
is, you gotta do something.
like I'm in America, right? And who spends the most money on guns and bombs and violence and killing and stuff like that? So if people want to be American, then you like, hey, the violence is a part of being American. You defend yourself. You have the right to stand your
Exactly.
ground all day, and we don't have to even justify it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Now we go in front of the white bitches who be judges and be like, "Oh yes, ma'am," and they not going. We know that they're not going to get off the stand and give us a hug or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when they go, they know the black judge is gonna be like, "Oh, can I give her a hug, judge?" And the judge be like, "Yeah, let me give her a hug too." Now consider this is another topic here. We could do it next time if you want to. Like, but he was like the brotherhood has collapsed. Um, and we could talk about it next time.
I want to bring up the new challenge about the black men, what they're doing with these sweaters. They're going against the norm as far as dressing a certain way. They're not, the pants aren't swagging. They have up these, what you call a button up now. Do you have one of those videos available? I don't know what they call them, the pull-ups, so they do. I think I've seen it on TikTok. And they're doing something a little bit different. They're going against the trend, which is cool, which is good. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them going against the trend. It's time to go against the trend. We should have been doing this. I love it. And this is a good thing because these young brothers ain't tolerating looking like thugs. They're not tolerating the negative names and negative names. They're fighting back with some positivity.
Yeah, you should send me because like I said I couldn't find it, but you should send it to me and then we'll talk about this and that and all of that stuff on the next one next week.
Okay, cool.
I guess just to go off, consider check somebody. They snuck some cameras over into like the backwoods in Europe and
Would
you
they
know
see
I
them sleep
don't
with each other? Sleep with their children?
I don't know what's going on over there, so I can't tell you because this is European culture. Of course, I stay away from it.
This is what I love about this social media. Boy, jokes
I
just
got the
come
dog
in
there.
dozens every day. And when I find out and I see you, I got to get on you because it's another spiritual retreat video. You got to see this one. It's so annoying. I'm telling you, it's all white people, all just white people in their spiritual glory, and they're all like walking through it's like a Soul Train line. but with no soul. And they're just all just like touching each other. They're like, yeah.
That's an understatement. No soul.
Yeah. It's a
Touching the
touchy feely
dog,
thing. They're hugging
touching
and
each
touching
other.
and rubbing faces and just, and of course a dog is there. White folks cannot live without their fucking dogs. Listen, man, I think they love dogs more than they love people. Honestly, they do. And they're like, there's a dog, and they're going, yeah, dog. Yeah. You know what I noticed? There's no black people, no Asians, no Latino, nobody of color. There's nobody there. So I don't trust this spiritual retreat. Okay? I don't trust it. It's just, it looks like they're going, oh, God, no blacks, no Latinos, no Asians. It's just us. This is us. Just touch. Look. Are you white? I'm white. You're white. I'm white. Oh my God! Feel the supremacy. I know some people are getting mad right now, but this is fun. Oh, the supremacy. Touch me. And the thing about a lot of these retreats, it's always about touching. Always about touchy feel. Because in night, they're all smashing each other. I'm sorry. You smashing after that. Okay? Because there's going to be a couple cute girls in there, and you're going to pretend like you're spiritual, but you trying to smash. Let's keep it real. All of those, and it turns into a cult, and then someone gets accused, and there's accusations, and someone gets arrested because it was everybody in the goddamn cult. It always happens. They go off to some spiritual.
So anyway, Cassidra, I guess that could be your next vacation spot you can go to.
I don't think so.
Now, I definitely appreciate you, Cassidra. And you want to say anything to wrap up everything we was talking about?
Man, this was an amazing show. I tell you, I hope people are, and I say this all the time, I hope they're looking and really thinking about what we're talking about. I hope and pray that the right people come across these lives just so we can get them thinking about our delineation. Because being with them has not helped us one bit. Delineating is going to be key for us to survive, to keep our babies safe, to keep us safe. That means we're going to teach our own babies. That means we're going to support our own. That means we're going to buy. We're spending money with our own. We're going to buy our own land, and we're going to come together, and we're going to be amongst each other, period. So now we're going to have to learn how to love each other, and how we're going to have to learn how to educate our babies. We're going to have to learn how to become one, again. Learn how to love to be Black again. Because with them teaching and educating our babies, they've taught us how to hate us. And they've done an amazing job doing it. Okay, but now it's time to do something else. It's because where we're going to need each other. And I hope these lives are helping you to open up your eyes to understand that we are all we got, no matter what. And we have to come from among and be separate and learn not. And I rest with that. And thank you, Forecast, for the opportunity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In all facts, we have no friends. We are all we got.
Yes.
And I appreciate you, for doing this, and we'll figure out the times and stuff like that, so we can, be more consistent. This is the earliest live I did, but it was definitely another good one. So I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah,
We'll work it out. Since I'm so, we're 10 hours? I think 9 hours. It's now 8:27. It's 7. So that's 9 hours ahead of you guys. So I appreciate not having to get up, but I will. I don't mind getting up at 6 a.m. if that's the best. That's what time you want to do it. It doesn't matter. I can do it, and I just lay back down. Or I'm retired. I can do anything I want.
I was about to say.
I'm just saying, it's been a whole 30 days. I've been retired, and I've been enjoying every minute of it. I'm running myself ragged out here, I tell you, and got the Airbnb going. That's what I had to do today. So y'all just, bear with me. They were checking in a little late. Wish they got in and then came and knocked at the door, wanted another extension of another day. So, hey, it's working. So that's what I was doing. When I wasn't on here, I was trying to take care of them. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing here. Every day it's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Thank you
great.
for the opportunity.
Nah, definitely. I love that. That's good. And I say shouts out to Karma 804. Shouts out to
Yes,
my brother
welcome.
Anthony in the
Welcome.
building. I
Welcome.
appreciate y'all for listening and everybody else who listen. I appreciate you, Cassidra, for your time. Now I would have normally Khalid Muhammad be the last words, but because
I love him. That's my brother right there.
mhm. But I gotta play this sister, to say RP to her. She was 111 years old.
Yes. Yes.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
So
Awesome.
so to
We'll
RP
miss the
to
jewel.
her. hmm
Yeah.
And so let her have the last words.
See, I had everything a child could need. I had a bright future ahead of me. Greenwood could, excuse me, yeah. Still, Greenwood should have given me the chance to truly make it in this country. Within a few hours, all of that was gone. The night of the massacre, I was awakened by my family. My parents and 5 siblings were there. I was told we had to leave, and that was it. I will never forget the violence of the white mob when we left our home. I still see Black men being shot, Black bodies lying in the street. I still smell smoke and see fire. I still see Black businesses being burned. I still hear airplanes flying overhead. I hear the screams. I have lived through the massacre every day. Our country may forget this,
Taylor, look at him.
but I
You
cannot.
don't give a dang on.
I will not. And other
They
survivors
don't
do
care
not.
at all. I
And
heard
our
that.
descendants do not. When my family was forced to leave Tulsa, I lost my chance for education. I
Sure
never
should have
showed
received
school
billions.
in the
Didn't
fourth
receive a
grade.
dang on dime.
I have never made much money in my country, state, and city.
He laughing under there.
Me.
Mhm.
Despite this, I spent time supporting the war effort in the shipyards of California.
Of
But
course
most of
we
my
do.
life, I was a domestic worker serving white families. I never made much money, but to this day, I can barely afford my everyday needs. All the while, the city of this Tulsa have unjustly used the names and stories of victims like me to enrich myself and its white allies through the 30s, million, through the 30s million raised by the Tulsa Centennial Commissioner while I was continuing to live in poverty. I am a 107-year-old and have never been seen justice. I pray that one day I will. I have been blessed with a long life and have seen the best and the worst of this country. I think about the terror, horror inflicted upon Black
Just to
people.
live with something like that is horrible.
Yeah, they took her future away because she
This
had
is
all that
the
opportunity
continued
and end up working for
city
white
has
people,
the
like a lot
power
of
to
people in
lead
that
us
time.
down a better path.
Yes.
I'm asking that my country acknowledge what has been happened to me,
As far as being a maid.
traumas and the pain, the loss, and I ask survivors and descendants to be given a chance to seek justice, open the door.
You're like, no.
All of you know how easy it is to deny that a violent mob threatened your lives and took your property. For 70 years, the city of Tulsa and its Chamber of Commerce told us that the massacre didn't happen, like we didn't see it with our own eyes. You have me here right now. You see Mother Randall, you see my brother Hughes Van Ellis. We live this history and we can't ignore it. It's our lives with us. Oh my God. We lost everything that day, our homes, our churches, our newspapers, our theaters, our lives. Greenwood represented all the best what was possible for Black people in America and for all the people. No one cared about us for almost 100 years. We and our
That's
history
100 years,
have been
right?
forgotten, washed away. This Congress must recognize us and our history. For Black America, for the white Americans, and for all Americans, with that's some justice. Is that it?
Now, this sister never received justice, you know, but we can still get justice, you know. But you know, I'm not never mind because y'all don't want the answer to how you get justice, you know. And shouts out to Time to Work. And yeah, you know, we gonna try to make it work. Consider 9 hours ahead of us right now. So it's like what, like not 8:30 at night over there for her, and it's 11:30 here. So we're gonna make it work though. This was definitely a good live. So shouts out to you, my brother, for coming in. Shouts out to Cassidra. Shouts out to all y'all for listening. RP to, you know, this sister, you know, the
Yes.
last living person to, you know, the last person to pass away from that night or whatever. So at the end of the day, when they come back, we know what Khalid Muhammad said, and don't ask me why the babies no more.
That's right. Come on now. I love him. I tell you.
Right. So as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.